Good morning, friends. Hello. How are you this morning? Pray you are well. Good morning, friends. Hello. I hope you're doing well this morning. That and that there's joy and goodness in your midst. I know some people are have got a little crud on board these days, and I hope you're if you do, you're healing and feeling better, and um, myself included. If you can tell from about an octave low, um, but praying that all is well with you. Grab my little cup of joy this morning. Hey, Karen. Good morning. How are you all? Hope you're doing all right. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. It is the 20th day of December. This, I think, is in fact morning from the dark and the cold. I hear that. I think on Monday, I think I saw that 85% of the state of Maine was without power. That is a lot. Good morning, John. Hey, good morning, Vicky. As if I just saw you. Right. Um, hey, Linda. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, friends. So glad to see everybody here this morning. All right, let's get going. It is the 20th day of December on this Wednesday at 11:11, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're a part of this journey, and I'm glad that you, on this, the longest night of the year, this 20th to the 21st and into the 21st, and will be the longest night that we are in the depth of the darkness, and yet the promise and the goodness is that the darkness never overcomes, that no matter how dark it is, no matter how much the storm blows, no matter how much we uh, cannot find our way, that the light is good at knowing when to come. And so that we stand here in the midst of the darkness right now, not just in the natural world. Yes, it's in the natural world, but it is I think a thing that even just 100 something years ago we have managed to unplug ourselves from, but this rhythm of light and dark and into the depths is deep and real. So I want to tell you a little bit. I want to do a little bit of a commercial this morning, but by way of our journeying. So we on the 10 o'clock service, because this Sunday also is Christmas Eve. So we'll have a 10 o'clock, a 4 o'clock, and a 7 o'clock service, which is super exciting. It's always, and for people who love church like me, it is like the best. It's like eating ice cream all day. It's great fun. But on at the 10 o'clock service on Sunday, we are going to be doing what is called a Christmas cantata, which is a about a half hour or so of this telling of the Christmas story through music. And what we're doing is this, which is called "Lead Me Back to Bethlehem." Which is written by a guy by the name of Pepper Choplin. He's a Southerner, so Pepper goes both ways when it comes to naming conventions. And I got the opportunity to see, kind of to see a little talk about his ethos and his direction about why did he write this cantata? Why did he write these pieces of music? Why did he put them together in such a way? And what was it? What kind of called him to write it. And I was just struck by it because he was very soulful about it. And he basically said that he wrote it because he found in himself this bit of an instinct where he was getting a little jaded, where he found in himself this, oh gosh, it's Christmas again. Oh, good. We got to get the stuff out of the attic, and we got to do the things, and we got to, go to the parties and the like. He found in himself this kind of, this sense of not just hardness, but a sense of, but what followed that was the awareness of what he had lost. That him as a boy was magically loved, the excitement of Christmas, both the run up to it and all the lights and the decorations and the things that would come. He loved this notion of what it was to approach, to be on the journey to Bethlehem, to the journey to see the Christ child, that we all as pilgrims find our way walking to Bethlehem to give praise to the one who comes for us. And that all of that excitement, all of the Santa Claus and all the presents and all the things, that he had lost it over time. And he wrote this, Lead Me Back to Bethlehem, with this as a prayer, not just for the world, not just for that churches all over the world would sing it, and they are, and they have, and we are on Sunday, but that they too might resonate and be sung in his heart, because he found that in his own journey, that it's what he longed for. This reconnection, this relinking. Oh, by the way, the word religion, that's precisely what it means in Latin: religio, relinking, reconnecting, to plug back into our source and our power of the one who made us. You see, our lenses get dirty, don't they? Our lenses get dirty. It's one of the ways I described what the power of pilgrimage was for me over this past year, and the opportunity to go on pilgrimage. Is it helped clean the lenses? Is it helped clean the kind of my windshield and the way I saw the world and the way I understood it? Now that doesn't mean it's not already getting dirtied up again, but do we? But this is the state with our windows, isn't it? And this is the state with our own eyes and our own soul. That Paul, in his first letter to the Corinthians, impugns them and begs them almost to come and to kind of get out of their jadedness, get out of their smallness, get out of their pettiness, get out of their fighting, and all the things that were going on in the church in Corinth. And he says, kind of, you don't see the whole picture, you don't see it all now, but there's more to come, and there's a reminder, there's a beauty to link back to. Paul wrote, he wrote to them this: "For now I see through a glass darkly, but then face to face, now as I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known." Friends, I know these are days we almost all we're almost all kind of seeing through a glass darkly a bit. That there's a lot to obscure the good, the true, and the beautiful. There's a lot to obscure, and yet it is right in our midst. And yet it is right there. The same excitement for the coming of Jesus when we were little, it's the same excitement. It's still alive. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still, we can still bear witness to it, and we can still see it. We can still know it. But it does invite us to kind of opening ourselves up to the willingness to do so, to maybe doing a little work around building something or submitting ourselves to something that will lead us there, that will lead us back to Bethlehem. So, which is in part my commercial for the 10 o'clock service on Sunday, is that you will let yourself be led to some place beautiful and good and true, that is as magical as anything we can imagine, that will bring us back to a hearkening of what is really real, of what is truly true, of what matters beyond all things in time and space, that to spend a little time with the one who comes for us. Thomas Merton wrote this. He said, "At the center of our being is a point of nothingness, which is untouched by sin and by illusion, a point of pure truth, a point or a spark which belongs entirely to God, which is never at our disposal, from which God disposes of our lives, which is inaccessible to the fantasies of our own mind or the brutalities of our own will." Friends, there is a point within you that is beyond all of your thinking and your worrying and your anxiety, that is beyond all of your feelings and your angers and your jealousies and your rage and your upsetness, that is beyond your belly needing a sandwich or your aches and your pains of your body. That is a point that from which God speaks into you and speaks into your life. And it is my hope that that part of what the magic of this season is, in all of its glitter and all of its is our willingness to let the Lord just clean the windows a little bit, that though we will never get it all here, and we'll never get it all right here, we'll never know what it truly is, but that we can get through we can see perhaps a little glimmer and a little spark and a little shine and a little gleam and a little tinsel and a little bow and a little child being born in a manger far away and right here, all at the same time. May the outward of your life and the inward of your life be as one in this season. I hope that that little place that Merton talks about, where God is seemingly a point of nothingness, but is the point of everything, that good and true and beautiful, that point that pours into our life. It is a place that is entirely untouched by us, the thing about us that we can't sully, or that the world can't get to, or that the world can't touch. And that from that place pours forth the love and the grace that Christ has for us to make new our lives. Friends, this is my hope for y'all. My hope for you in these days. And it's my hope for you going forward. There'll be no 11:11 tomorrow. My apologies. We are away. But there will be grace and peace and blessings in the days ahead. I hope you'll be here also on Friday for our organ concert and our hymn and our carol sing. It's going to be a great time. Peace and grace to you, my friends.